Are panic attacks still haunting you no matter what you try? You're not alone. And it's not just in your head. The real reason you're still suffering might surprise you. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden triggers, emotional loops, and biological traps that keep panic attacks coming back. More importantly, we'll show you the proven steps to finally break free. If you've tried everything and nothing has worked, this might be the missing piece. Let's dive in and take back control of your mind and body once and for all. Today, we will talk about this is why you're still having panic attacks and how to finally stop them. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding the reality of panic attacks. Panic attacks are far more than just moments of extreme fear. They are sudden surges of overwhelming anxiety that can feel like heart attacks or impending doom. Many people experience shortness of breath, racing heart, chest pain, nausea, dizziness, and the terrifying sense that something is very wrong. These episodes are unpredictable, often occurring without any clear trigger, which adds to their frightening nature. What's most confusing is when panic attacks persist even after therapy, medication, or lifestyle changes. If you're still having panic attacks, you're not alone and you're not broken. It's essential to understand that panic attacks are both psychological and physiological, and are often rooted deeper than surface-level stress. The real key to finally stopping them lies in fully understanding their origin, your body's responses, and the patterns you may be unknowingly reinforcing. 2. The cycle of fear and avoidance. One of the biggest reasons people continue to experience panic attacks is because of the fear of the panic itself. This is known as the fear of fear cycle. After experiencing a few attacks, your brain becomes hypervigilant, scanning for any signs that another one might be coming. You might start avoiding places where previous attacks happened, grocery stores, highways, crowded rooms, and before long, your world gets smaller. This avoidance fuels the belief that those places are dangerous, reinforcing the anxiety and making future panic attacks more likely. Your nervous system remains in a heightened state of alert, easily triggered by stress or minor sensations. Breaking this cycle is critical, but it requires facing the fear and retraining your brain to see these places and those bodily sensations as safe once again. 3. Hidden triggers you might be missing. If you've tried everything and still suffer from panic attacks, there might be hidden triggers you're not aware of. Panic doesn't always come from obvious stress. It can be linked to trauma, unresolved grief, chronic physical illness, sleep deprivation, hormonal imbalances, or even certain foods and substances like caffeine, alcohol, and sugar. Often, people overlook how much their gut health, blood sugar levels, or even dehydration can influence their emotional state. You may also have underlying conditions like thyroid dysfunction or adrenal fatigue that mimic anxiety symptoms. Additionally, people who are highly sensitive or empathetic may absorb others' stress without realizing it. Identifying and addressing these hidden triggers can reduce your symptoms dramatically. Working with a professional who takes a holistic approach can help uncover the root cause that's keeping the panic alive. 4. The role of your nervous system. One of the most misunderstood aspects of panic attacks is the role your autonomic nervous system plays. Your brain has a built-in alarm system, the amygdala, that triggers the fight or flight response. When it perceives a threat, it floods your body with adrenaline and cortisol to prepare you to either fight or escape. The problem is, when you have panic disorder, this system becomes hypersensitive and starts misfiring even when there's no real danger. Your body reacts as if you're in life-threatening danger when all you did was walk into a room or feel a flutter in your chest. Learning how to soothe your nervous system is crucial. Techniques like deep diaphragmatic breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, cold water immersion, vagus nerve stimulation, and somatic therapy can help restore balance and signal to your body that it's safe. 5. How your thoughts can trigger attacks. The connection between thoughts and panic attacks is stronger than many people realize. Catastrophic thinking, or assuming the worst possible outcome, fuels panic like gasoline on a fire. Thoughts like, "I can't breathe," "I'm going to pass out," or "I'm going crazy" send danger signals to your brain, which then reacts by ramping up the panic. Even though these thoughts may feel automatic, they are learned patterns, and they can be unlearned. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, remains one of the most effective tools in treating panic attacks because it helps you identify and challenge these unhelpful thought patterns. But sometimes CBT isn't enough. If you've had years of panic attacks, you might need to dig deeper with techniques like EMDR, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, or internal family systems, IFS, therapy, which work on a subconscious level to heal trauma and emotional wounds at their root. 6. Reclaiming your power through exposure. One of the most effective but feared methods of overcoming panic attacks is exposure. This doesn't mean throwing yourself into terrifying situations blindly. It means gradually and safely exposing yourself to the sensations, thoughts, and places that trigger your panic. with the support of a therapist or coach. For example, if a racing heart makes you panic, you might practice jumping jacks or spinning in a chair to simulate the feeling and prove to yourself that it's not dangerous. Over time, your brain stops associating those sensations with fear. This method, known as interoceptive exposure, rewires your nervous system to be less reactive. The key is consistency and patience. With every small win, your confidence grows and your brain begins to learn that panic doesn't control your life, you do. 7. Building a lifestyle that supports recovery. Panic recovery isn't just about avoiding triggers. It's about building a life that supports your calm. Your habits play a massive role in whether your nervous system feels safe or under siege. Regular movement, especially walking or yoga, can regulate stress hormones. Quality sleep is crucial. Most people with chronic anxiety are severely sleep deprived. Cutting back on stimulants like caffeine and nicotine can prevent spikes in heart rate that trigger attacks. Learning to say no, creating boundaries, and carving out daily time for peace and quiet all support long-term healing. Journaling, mindfulness meditation, and gratitude practices help train your brain to focus on safety rather than fear. When you nurture your mind, body, and spirit consistently, you begin to rewire your internal systems toward balance and resilience. Recovery becomes not just possible, but inevitable. 8. Why you can heal and what it takes. It's easy to lose hope when panic attacks keep coming back. But healing is not only possible, it's probable when you combine the right understanding, tools, and support. You're not weak, broken, or doomed to live in fear forever. The truth is, panic attacks are your body's way of asking you to listen, to slow down, to heal old wounds, and to shift how you live and relate to yourself. Real recovery doesn't come from avoiding discomfort, it comes from facing it with compassion, patience, and courage. Whether you choose therapy, lifestyle changes, nervous system retraining, or all of the above, know that there's no single magic solution, but there's a path forward. Step by step, breath by breath, you can retrain your brain, calm your body, and reclaim your peace. And that's how you finally stop panic attacks, not by fighting them, but by healing what lies beneath them. 9. The power of support and human connection. One often overlooked but incredibly powerful factor in panic recovery is human connection. Isolation can intensify anxiety, making you feel like no one understands or cares, which fuels the belief that you're alone in your suffering. But panic attacks thrive in silence and secrecy. When you talk openly about your experiences with trusted friends, family, or support groups, you begin to break the shame cycle that often accompanies anxiety. Sharing your journey helps others feel less alone too, and in turn, you receive the validation and comfort that your nervous system craves. In some cases, group therapy or anxiety-specific online communities can offer a sense of belonging and encouragement that individual therapy alone may not provide. Surrounding yourself with people who understand what you're going through or are willing to learn creates a safety net that strengthens your emotional resilience. Healing may start within, but it grows strongest through connection. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.